Bryant Haines has never hidden the foundation of his coaching philosophy. Indiana's defensive coordinator believes everything begins with the front four dictating terms, collapsing pockets, and living in the opponent's backfield. His mantra, that the frontline guys have to go eat, became a rallying cry last season as the Hoosiers piled up 24.5 sacks and 54 tackles for loss. But after a 27-14 win over Old Dominion, the unit walked away with more questions than answers. The Hoosiers unveiled a new look in the opener, lining up Mikail Kamara and Kellen Wyatt off the edges with Hosea Wheeler and Tariq Tucker plugging the middle. Kamara, who led the nation with 68 quarterback pressures a year ago, was the lone returning starter and the anchor of a retooled group. Rotation players like Mario Landino, Dominique Ratcliffe, and Stephen Daly were also worked into the mix. Still, Haines was quick to admit the production was not up to standard. On his weekly radio show, he and position coaches Pat Coons and Buda Williams acknowledged the front played too controlled, never quite unleashing the disruptive, attacking style that has defined Indiana's defense. The numbers told the story: 1 sack credited to linebacker Isaiah Jones, a single tackle for loss from the line, and only 8 quarterback pressures from the group in total. Part of the issue was schematic. Old Dominion spread the field to extremes, with wide receivers nearly lined up on the sideline, forcing Indiana to cover ground horizontally. That made Haines cautious about dialing up too much aggression, wary of leaving passing lanes open for quarterback Colton Joseph. Even so, Joseph hurt the Hoosiers with his legs, breaking free for 2 back-breaking 75-yard touchdown runs that highlighted Indiana's struggles containing mobile quarterbacks. Adding to the challenge, Old Dominion didn't throw much, attempting just 24 passes, and held the ball for only 18 minutes. Indiana's overwhelming advantage in time of possession limited opportunities, but Haines didn't use that as an excuse. For him, disruptive football is about impact, not circumstances, and he made clear that simply occupying gaps without making plays isn't acceptable in his system. At the end of the day, you got to get on the stat sheet, Haines said. You got to make plays in their backfield, and there wasn't enough of that. A little bit too controlled, not dynamic, not aggressive, not our style. The message was pointed but consistent with his philosophy: Indiana's defense will only reach its ceiling when the front returns to being the engine. The season is young, and with Kamara anchoring a group loaded with untapped potential, Haines believes the standard can still be met, but the urgency is clear.